Hello, Cambly students. My name is Kara, and I'm a tutor on Cambly. Today, we are going to learn about present perfect continuous verb tense. It's also called present perfect progressive verb tense. Now, one of the most important things to remember is that present perfect continuous verb tense talks about an action that started in the past and continues all the way until now, our present time. And likely, this action will continue to the future. That's the main difference between present perfect continuous and present perfect. Present perfect focuses on a finished action and the result of that action, whereas present perfect continuous focuses on a continuing action that started in the past and maybe we don't even know when in the past, but that's okay. The action, the continuing action is the most important. So it's a very useful verb tense to use. Let's break down a structure of a sentence of how you can use present perfect continuous verb tense. So first, you need the subject. That can be I, we, they. There's a couple other options too, but I'm sure you've already heard of them. And then you can use has been or have. And then you need the present participle or the verb with the ing. This is your action word. So for example, I could say, I have been studying English. Or another example would be, he has been washing the dishes. Both of these actions started in the past. We don't know when exactly, but the important part is the action is continuing. So that's why your action word, the present participle, is very important. Now, one thing you'll hear is people use the words for or since in a sentence that is using the present perfect continuous verb tense. Now, if you use the words for or since, it's very helpful because you can say when your action started in the past. So here's an example of a sentence structure with for or since with this verb tense. So again, it's subject, and then next is has or have been, and then you have the present participle, again, your action word. And next you can say for or since, and then you have a time or a number. So an example would be, I have been studying English since I was 5 years old. Now we know this action is continuing. Today I'm still studying English, but for and since give us more information. Now we know when I started this action. I started studying English when I was 5 years old. That's why it's very useful. So let's try a few more examples with for or since and present perfect continuous verb tense. So let's see, I could say, she has been living in Canada since 2018. Or I could say, I have been working from home for 2 years. See, it's very useful. Now, something else you'll hear is recently or lately when somebody uses this verb tense. It's also helpful. It can tell you that the action somebody is doing started not so long ago, just a little bit in the past. You don't know exactly when it started, not like when you use for or since, which is more specific, but recently and lately is still very helpful. You can use it as a hint so you can guess how long somebody has been doing an action. So I could say, lately, I have been reading a novel. Now, this means I'm still reading the novel because reading is my continuous action, but lately means I started this not long ago. Or you could say, recently, I have been wearing this sweater a lot. Again, that just means not long ago I started wearing this sweater and I'm still wearing it now. Can you think of examples on how to use recently or lately? Let's think of one more. So this one I'm sure you could use. You could say, lately, I have been studying English a lot. Now, this means, of course, that you started studying English in the past, not long ago, and you're doing it and studying a lot right now, today. So I think that's true because you're watching this video, so you're studying a lot right now. So if you like this video, you can look at more on Cambly. And Cambly is a great place to hear native speakers like me. You get instant access and you can practice your English with people like me. And Cambly is great because you can use it right on your smartphone or your computer or your tablet. You have many options. So if you enjoyed this lesson, you can feel free to go to Cambly, and if you like, you can always book a lesson with me too below. Thank you so much for listening, and I really hope this helped you understand present perfect continuous verb tense. Bye for now.